Welcome to Vintage SF. Today I want to talk about Weird Frequencies, edited by Jake Swick. This is an anthology of some of your favorite booktubers, their stories, and my contribution was actually a comic, Bobbi and the Spaceman. So let's take a look quickly at the book, and then I want to show you some extra comics of Bobbi and the Spaceman. Starting with the book itself, the cover here is by John Chapman, who contributes a story, the last story here in the anthology. Weird Frequencies, Strange Stories by Stranger Authors. And our table of contents. We have 2 pages, and in here there's short descriptions of the stories. Let me just read these to you. Beyond the Thick by J. Swick. Interesting having that rhyme like that. A legendary detective drawn to the edge of the world, but murder is just the start of the horror. Then we have Darkness Shared by Joseph Gilbert. In a future war-ravaged Texas, an enigmatic stranger arrives bearing gifts. Mouth of the World by Brian Rains. A young woman prepares to cross a bottomless chasm to save her village in this visceral tale of hope and terror. Conjunction Junction by Chris at Liminal Spaces. A conversation between 2 men on a plane, simple, strange, poignant, and inspiring. The Next Cycle by Ira D. DeVario. Starship Trivex discovers a world bursting with riches and life forms so alien they defy description. Runes of Balor by T.H. Brandt. An American special agent must fight his way through a train full of Nazis before an ancient evil is unleashed. Last Rites by Andrea at Infinite Text. Artificial intelligence runs a funeral home in this darkly humorous story of morality, mortality, and madness. A bit of alliteration going on there. The second page of Table of Contents. La Fente Eye by Nick Anderson. Fang Wu, Chinese registrar, fixer, and assassin, delves deep into the city's seedy underbelly to locate a stolen artifact, but it may be too late to stop the coming cosmic horror. All Things Unto Themselves by Virgil Sane. The last hope of a dying race discovers a garden in space. Is this a dream or a nightmare? It Was on Deck 3 by Eric Wagg. Rex Kilter just wants to do his job and mind his own business, but he's the type of guy that can't sit back when he stumbles upon a kidnapped girl, even if it means facing an interstellar gang war. Faster Than Life by the outlaw Levi Wallace. No one stopped to ask the cost of faster than light travel. Haunting, dark, and terrifying. Bobbi and the Spaceman by yours truly, a humorous and touching comic from the Canadian cartoonist. And finally, The Dig by Wizard Jim, otherwise known as John Chapman. The smallest act can have galactic consequences. And the dedication, this is for all our viewers, collaborators, and friends we've made on YouTube. It's a silly book by mostly silly people, but we've all tried our best to give something of quality back for all the time you spend watching us talk about old books. This is a love letter to the pulps, as well as to you. Jake Swick. So my contribution is the second last story within the book, and it's the only comic within the book. This is a 9-frame comic, and it's one of 14 episodes I created almost 5 years ago. Now my comics and my videos are all gathered on my website, vintagesf.ca. It used to be called canadiancartoonist.com. Here you'll find some old comics that I've created, and then a listing of all the video episodes I've created for Vintage SF. Let's take a look at Bobbi and the Spaceman on vintagesf.ca, and I'll take you through a few of the episodes. So the homepage for vintagesf.ca will show my latest YouTube episode. I filmed this on December 23rd. On the side menu, I have pages for Vintage SF by year, then I have my comics below. Let's go to Bobbi and the Spaceman. There are 14 episodes in Bobbi and the Spaceman. Let's go to episode number 1. Tap, tap. My name's Roberta, but you can call me Bobbi. Are you a spaceman? I've never met a spaceman before. You look too old to be a spaceman. Where is your spaceship? Can I see it? How do you? Bobbi, time to go. That's my mom. I gotta go. Bye-bye, Mr. Spaceman. See you tomorrow? Shtick. Astronaut. Going to episode 2. Hi, Mr. Spaceman. Did you want to play hopscotch? My mom says it's good exercise. She says it's great for balance. She also says I need to balance my time when I'm on screens too much. Do you know how to balance time? Shtick. Forever is composed of nows. For this now, could you move so I can play hopscotch? Thanks, Mr. Spaceman. The 3rd episode. Hope is the thing with feathers that perches in the soul. The 4th episode. Hi, Mr. Spaceman. Do you ever get lonely? Loneliness is the poverty of self. Solitude is the richness of self. I think alone is better together. Moving on to the 5th episode. Hey, Mr. Spaceman. This is my mom. I don't have a dad, but I have a fish and a snail. Butterfly. My name's Mary. By the way, she does, or did have a dad. So it wasn't a virgin birth? So do you have a name, Mr. Spaceman? Joseph. The 6th episode, and the last one that I'll show you. There are only so many tomorrows. What about today's? So if you're interested in more Bobbi and the Spaceman, you can go to my website, vintagesf.ca, and you can buy Weird Frequencies. It has one of the later episodes within. Of course, there's many other very entertaining stories by my friends. The appropriate links will be in the description below. Thank you for watching, and as always, keep reading.